Are you serious? Are you serious? They have found a massive statue, an ancient statue in Cairo, Egypt, of an elongated skull. That's right, of an elongated skull, a statue 26 foot tall. They believe it's of Ramses II, the famous pharaoh of Egypt. Matter of fact, let me just show you. Here's some of the, and Dabu 77 has got a great YouTube video on this. I'll put the link of that below. Also, NPR has a great full article on this. Here is the actual photo. This was taken by Getty Images. And there you see they have these huge cranes, backhoes. That's an actual backhoe. They're digging this thing out. There is part of the skeleton, actually statue, that they're pulling up. Not skeleton, statue. Okay? I'll show you some more information. The identification of this newly discovered colossus as the famous Ramses II is not yet confirmed, but it's believed to be him. Dr. Aman Ashmani, the head of the Egyptian team, indicated that they're going to now complete the research and excavation work of the remaining sections of this statue to confirm the identity of its owner. On the discovered portions, there is no inscription yet found that would make it possible to determine which king it is, but discovery in front of the gate of the temple of Pharaoh of Ramses II suggests that it is likely him. Now, Amo Ashmawi and Derek Ra of the University of Leipzig have been working on this. Let me just give you, here's a side picture. That is of the skull. That's the ear, okay? That is the ear. And I'll show you the front of the face of the skull in a moment as they're digging this thing out. Unbelievable. It's made of quartzite. It's just an incredible, unbelievable. But here's what's going to blow your mind. Wait till you see this next picture. Ramses II is known as the Greeks of the Osmanes. Today, the name is most familiar thanks to the impassable passage of time, which was a romantic poet Percy Shelley wrote. But look at this. An Egyptian worker is standing next to the head of the statue of the site of the new discovery of what they believe could be a 26-foot tall statue made of quartzite of Ramses II. But look at this. There it is. There it is. This picture taken by Getty's Images. Check this out, folks. Are you serious? That skull, what? Elongated skull makes you start to think about the days in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, where there were angels, the fallen angels, came and looked upon the daughters of men, saw they were fair, took from them wives as they chose, and they bore them giants, renowned men, giants in the land. And there has been already skulls found in Peru, and we know Marzulli has been involved in that. There's been skulls found in Mexico. There's been skulls found all over the world, some of them with elongated skulls in the Middle East area as well as Peru. And here's a statue of probably Ramses II, certainly one of the pharaohs. There's his ear again, but you're looking at from the backside. That's his skull. It's an elongated skull. Unbelievable. We're going to check into more of this. Now, here's the situation. These different skulls that have been found and skeletal remains have been found historically over the years of giants that were probably in the neighborhood of 13 to 14 foot tall. And that shouldn't shock us. The Bible tells us that when Joshua and Caleb and all the spies went into the land of Israel to spy out the land of Canaan, they saw the Canaanites, this tribe of Canaanites, and they said, we look like grasshoppers compared to these guys. Well, if you're 6 foot tall like I am, and you look up at a man 14 foot tall, are you serious? Are you serious? You would feel like a grasshopper. And they have found giants all over the world, skeletal remains of giants, And every time the Smithsonian Institute comes and takes the skeletons away, and we never, ever see them displayed again. Now, they don't have a problem displaying the dinosaurs. They don't have a problem displaying the large dinosaur bones from many, many years ago, but they don't want to show you the Nephilims, the skeletal remains of these Nephilims and giants, because if they do, it blows the entire Neanderthal theory out the window. It throws Darwinism out the window, and it solidifies and proves the biblical narrative that there were giants in the land in the book of Genesis before and after the flood. And we know they were, because after the flood is when Joshua and Caleb saw these giants and had to fight these different tribes, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amalekites, the Moabites, the Canaanites, all of these different tribal giants. And also David, the Philistine giant, he took down, of course, Goliath of Gath, which some believe was almost 10 foot tall. And of course, he had 4 other ugly brothers bigger than him. So they have to hide this. But now they find this statue, and the statue is of a pharaoh who had an elongated skull. No wonder there were these pharaohs of Egypt. And remember, the giants were around during the days of the pharaohs because the children of Israel were slaves to the Egyptians. And they had to break free on the Passover and then go through the wilderness, only to wind up at the Jordan River to cross into Canaan. And there's these giants. So no doubt Ramses, all of the Ramses and pharaohs were probably had the DNA of the Nephilims and had the intellect to build and the ability of the ancient understanding, the technology of the fallen ones. It's why they were such master builders. This is why they were such mighty hunters like Nimrod. So anyway, they're trying to hide this stuff from us. I'll be back with some more current world events, but it is certainly very fascinating finding. I really wish I could hear what L.A. Marzulli is going to say about this one. Are you serious? Are you serious? Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. We're living in the last days. That which has been hidden is being revealed. Are you saved?